Hi, my name's Patrick. I'm the author of Make Yourself Useful, Marketing in the 21st Century, and my second book is called Webify Your Business, Internet Marketing Secrets for the Self-Employed. I had a friend of mine in high school, his name was Andrew, and he said something to me, this is back when we were in our 20s, but it always stuck with me, and I think it applies to business. We'll get back to that in a second. But here's what he used to say. He was a boxer. He actually had his silver gloves for a while, so he was a very good boxer. And he always used to tell me, he's like, because I'm a guy, right? As young guys, you get potentially into fights from time to time. And he was always the guy to kind of coach the rest of us. And he said, if you're going to punch somebody in the face, you don't want to aim for the front of the face. You want to aim for the back of the head through the face. All right. So the destination of your fist is not the guy's nose or cheek or chin or whatever. It's the back of his skull. Okay. And the way you're going to get there is through his cheek or through his chin or through his, because when you hit somebody, their head goes back. Right. And their head could go back 10 inches very quickly. Probably from front to back, your head's only 10 inches or whatever anyway. So you have to aim through. You got to punch through the person. You can't just punch the surface, because if that person's head just goes back 2 or 3 inches, you might miss them altogether. Okay, you got to punch through. You got to punch to the destination. Okay, not the initial destination, but the final destination. Okay, and this is my challenge to you in business: is to take the exact same approach. You got to have a vision of where you're going. I'm talking long term. I'm talking the dream, right? The home run strategy. Where are you, right? Where are you in 5 years, 10 years, right? Who are you? What are you doing at that point? And I'm not talking about the wealth. People, they fantasize, I'm going to have a big house, I'm going to have a Ferrari. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about what are you going to be doing to provide value for your audience. Right? Are you going to be a high-priced consultant going into meetings on the 58th floor of some building with top executives of some local company? Or are you going to have clients that are celebrities and you're maybe some sort of a coach of some kind? Who knows? I don't know what it is you do. But think about where you're going. Maybe you're a retailer. You have some small business. Where is it going to be in 10 years? Okay? Even if you have... I believe in taking that destination and breaking it down to a series of 20 steps or 200 steps or 2,000 steps. Okay, I believe in that. I think that's smart business. But you have to have that destination first. Okay, you have to know where it's all leading, and always have that in mind when you make those steps along the way. You always got to be, picture a horizon. Picture a horizon. Put a tree on that horizon. And then you can be looking down and choose the path and avoid rocks and bushes and follow a certain path along the way. But every now and again, you got to look up and look at that tree. That's where I'm going. And then you got to go back down and do your thing and work and get all the things done you have to get. And look up, there's that tree. And realign and recalibrate to always make sure you're going towards that tree. Because if you do, that alone is going to show more confidence in the actions you take today. In other words, if you take an action today with that in mind, it's going to be affected somehow by that knowledge, by that goal. Okay? And it's just going to be a more deliberate, more confident progression if you always keep that destination in mind. So if you're going to punch someone in the face, don't aim for the nose or the cheekbone or the chin. Aim for the back of the skull, through the cheek, through the chin, through the nose. Do the same in business. Get the end in mind. And always calibrate everything you do along the way with that final destination in mind.